Well, hello YouTube. I thought I'd do some little recordings and bits and pieces in my mind of things I really want to do. Yeah. So let's have a look. Oh, maybe not. Current things in the media. Oh, for fuck's sake! I was reading some recent comedy stuff. I was watching some comedy stage stuff on different comedy channels, and I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? We have the Baptist Church of Christians fucking criticizing who the fuck they criticize fucking Robin Williams for being a fag supporter, a homo supporter, and I'm like, well, for fuck's sake, seriously, people. I mean, do these people know how much of a pair of fuckwits they sound like? To be honest, it's fucking ludicrous, people. How can you? I mean, look. Robin Williams was a good man. He was a funny comedian, alright? He had a good nature about him. I mean, okay, yes, at the end, he was in a dire situation, and, well, there's a lot of other stuff that got... Basically, he was diagnosed with something. I think somebody was saying to me before he was diagnosed with Parkinson's. I think I was reading somewhere. But I'll have to actually read back on the article. But, look... At the end of it, he was a good comedian. He gave a lot of joy to the world. He gave a lot of good stuff to the world, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to fucking criticize the man for liking homosexual people or having the preference of not hating them like every other fucking supposed Baptist Christian fucking church? Well, not that all Baptist Christian churches hate them. I'm not arguing that, and I'm not saying all Christian religions hate people who are homosexual. But they always seem to have this fucking... this terminology that God hates them. I'm sorry, but I don't think God... If God, I mean, in context of God existing, or the universe, or whatever you want to classify himself as, God, the universe existing, I don't think God... if he exists, I don't think he fucking hates homosexuals. I don't think he hates anybody. I think he's on the unbiased opinion in himself. He also has a good fucking sense of humor about a lot of things in life, And I hate to say it, but there's just a lot of people who are just they're retarded, stupid mentality on dumbass shit like that. I mean, when you're so close-minded in your own religion that you can't see past somebody's sexuality, you can't see past somebody's intelligence level, you can't see past certain things that a person has belief in, and no, I don't get these people. I really don't fucking get these people. These people are sad, they're pathetic, they're immature, and they clearly have an issue to start with that needs fucking... The attitude needs to be corrected. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I could say more that would probably be more offensive, just put the fact that they're dicks in the first place, and they obviously need to find themselves a brain before they can give any assessment of other human beings and be so fucking judgmental in the first place, you know what I mean? No. I do not understand them. I don't honestly understand them. I don't understand certain parts of the government either. Certain parts of the government piss me off as well. They're fuckwits regardless. And I mean, there's certain people who are fuckwits. I'm not going to deny this, and it's not everybody, it's just some people. Alright, and I'm not saying the entire population is, but there's just some people looking and go, what the hell, man? You've been given an intelligent argument, and you're just going to sit here and whop somebody in the face with a nasty opinion that, like, oh, homosexuals are bad, and God hates them, and they're going to burn in hell, and, yeah, look, just, leave that shit at the door, alright? Everybody has their own generalized beliefs. Why can't we just all fucking get along and have a nice, reasonable, intelligent conversation, and just step back from the situation and think, oh, hold a second, no judgment. This is my point. People are out there judging other people all the fucking time. There is nobody in this world that I've not come across that can't be judgmental of another person. Whether it be for the fact that they do a particular thing, they have a particular moral stance, or the ethical, look, okay, I agree. You don't necessarily want somebody to go out and fucking kill everybody, but at the same time, I'm not going to hold it against somebody for having a thought or, sneaking something in their head because, I think every human being at some point in their life thinks they want, has the thought of killing someone because of how some people can piss you off. It's just a normal human reaction to get pissed off with someone, to get angry with someone. It's a normal human perspective as well. At the same time as getting pissed off, there is nothing wrong with voicing your opinion about something either. And you shouldn't feel like you're going to get retributed every fucking time you voice your opinion about something and give across your point of view or your logical or intelligent argument in the first place. And we have people in this world who just have to criticize somebody because they're going to give either supposedly the person has an ignorant point. I mean, yes, okay, people have ignorant points of view. I'm not disagreeing. There's some people who don't actually know what they're talking about, and there's some people who, obviously haven't done their research. I'm not denying that. But at the same time, all you can do with those people is just inform them. You can't force an opinion down somebody's throat, because all they're going to do is spit it back up at you and tell you to fuck off. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. All they're going to do is spit it back up at you, they're going to get pissed off, and they're going to tell you to fuck off. At the end of it, that's what they're going to do. They're not going to be... If you're tactful, if you suggest in a tactful way, if you're sympathetic to their thought pattern, then you will get through to them. You will make them understand what they've done wrong, or how they're doing it, or why they should do it this way. It's a key point, people. You've got to have a bit of finesse. You can't force something down someone's throat because it's never going to fucking work. Forceful induction, fear, it doesn't always work because it's a temporary cause. It's a temporary thing to put somebody in a state of fear, because all it's going to do is make them want to hide or, avoid you, or just not, completely go with your opinion, because, that's my point. It's just going to make them hide. And you don't want somebody hiding. You want somebody to stand out in the open and show themselves. And they show themselves, then you get to know the person better. You see them more clearly, Anyway, that's my point of view on that. And I'm just, I'm making an emphasis that a lot of the times there is just some things that shouldn't be put on the internet. And clearly people have to learn their lessons. And maybe there are just some people who've never been taught that socially correct lesson. At the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with, occasionally just, maybe poking at someone because they are, being a little more socially inept than they should be. I mean, when somebody's a mother and you sort of question why the hell did you do that and why are you doing that, then I admit sometimes it's good to point these things out because it's not socially acceptable. At the same time, fuck it. I mean, socially acceptable, unsocially acceptable. There's two different categories, alright? And I mean, at the end of it, you sort of got to think to yourself, well, okay, hold on a second here. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes it's good to challenge that social acceptability as well. It's not a bad thing to challenge it, but you gotta know when to challenge it. You gotta have good timing to challenge it, and you gotta know exactly the point to get that you offend people, but yet you don't offend them. It's sort of a middle ground thing, because if you're too offensive to someone, I mean, some people get too passionate about being angry with somebody because they got offended. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I mean, those people are what we classify as extremists. I mean, fucking people blowing up each other with bombs. That's not exactly going to help the situation. Or people trying to kill each other, At the same time, you got to have a sense of humour about life as well. So, laugh if you can, just try to laugh. Well, try to laugh. I know, there's a lot of miserable shit in this world at times that you just think, what the fuck? But then you think, there's a lot of other people you just look at, well, they are quite entertaining to watch, because, I mean, look at them, damn, these people just, they couldn't tell a rock from an elbow. But, I don't know. That's just something, my observation. I don't know, look, not all humanity is bad, though. I've seen some really good examples of good humanity, of people being the total epitome of good human beings. These people are just... They're keyed in, They're keyed in, they're good, they're kind, they're easygoing. Not just that, but they're people who want to help. They legitimately want to help with someone and make make someone's life better. You know, they don't want to make them feel crap, or they don't want to make them feel insecure, or down them, or put them down. You know, belittle them in their own way. You know, I mean, you know. Because I mean, to be honest, you've got the other side of the spectrum, which is people who do the opposite, and basically they want to make people feel small because they want to feel big all the time. But you know, at the same time, it comes down to different mentalities, and like, as I said, bullying somebody into a situation never helps. Never ever helps the situation at all. It just makes things worse, and it just, you know, it's yeah, it's pointless because all it does is perpetuate the bullying stereotype. You know, not just the bullying stereotype, it perpetuates that aggressive bullying behaviour, and we don't want that. Nobody wants that. I mean, what the fuck's with that shit, man? That's just shit you don't need. It's shit that's not needed. I don't know. Maybe that's just my random spasm of crap, and I ramble and rant on myself at certain times, and I realise I'm fucking crazy. I mean, I know I'm damn crazy, and I know I'm schizophrenic. Well, you know, that's not really necessarily true. I mean, I've probably got OCD and a combination of other conditions, but I mean, to be honest, the truth at the end of the situation is that even though I may be crazy, I act more saner than some of the actual supposed... Well, yeah, I act more saner than the supposed than some of the supposed sane people in this world that I have come across in my given lifetime. Now, that's saying something when that's the case, because that's pretty damn sad that I act more sane than them. I act more level-headed and clear-headed than they do in that situation. So, ultimately, that's how this shows. I know what I'm talking about. Most of the time. The other half is just spewing out crap sometimes. But not necessarily always crap, and it's not always stuff that, you know, is stupid. And I try to, I don't know, I try to go with the good stuff too. I don't know, most of the time I try to spew out logical, good arguments, or arguments that are relatively, you know, have a relatively good point range, really. So, most of the time. I mean, I try to be reasonable with my mindset. Try to be. I am going to admit sometimes my paranoia gets the better of me, and it probably just goes into overdrive and I get totally fucked in the head. I'm not denying that. I probably do, and I'm well aware of this, and I work on this. I work on trying to fix that and trying to be better and trying to go against that grain, as it were. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it there, YouTube. Thank you very much. This has been my little rant combo video. Yeah, I'll call my rant combo video because it makes the most sense. And I'll call my rant combo video. I hope you do enjoy. This is my rant video. I haven't had a rant video for a while, so I thought I'd just put one up anyway. So thank you very much, and cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very good.